Welcome to One Conversation at a Time with Coach Matej, and listen to meaningful conversations and interviews of amazing people and their journeys.
Nice to see you again. I just want to welcome you for this conversation, and maybe where we can share some of our experience and knowledge if somebody will listen to that.
Yes, I'll be happy to share my insights. If
Thank
it
you.
helps someone,
Right.
yeah, I'm happy to share it. Yes.
Thank you for taking that time. I remember, first, just to introduce you, I would say I met you in Singapore maybe around 5 years ago, where
Right.
I would be very interested into hypnotherapy, and then
Right.
we exchanged some sessions every Monday.
Yes.
You would put me into this state and take me through your sessions, and I need to say it was just amazing. It really helped me to build more of, I would say, self-love and self-awareness. So
Right.
I want to introduce you as a hypnotherapist, but I also want you to tell us more about yourself, please.
Okay. Yeah, myself is I got interested in hypnotherapy after reading a book, and the title of the book was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Because at that time I was having migraine headaches. I was having these episodes where I would just sit and cry, and then I didn't know what's wrong with me. And doctor was just give me medication to numb my feelings. So I wanted to know more about how the human mind works. Why is it that I'm completely sitting here safe and I'm having these images, these thoughts that I'm not safe, something is going to happen, I should do something, or I'm lazy, I'm useless, I'm worthless. So I kept having all these thoughts. So when I read the book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, so I became interested because I always thought that mind is one. I'm this person and I have this one mind. I never knew that we have a conscious mind, we have a subconscious mind, and we have an unconscious mind. So that got me really interested into hypnotherapy. What is the subconscious mind? So I took up a course here in Singapore. I was fortunate the school came from London to teach here. So I learned the hypnotherapy, and it was for me the most amazing experience. It was a beginner's course, and I took it and I felt really more like myself. The voices were like the thoughts. If they previously they were like 100,000 a second, now they were less. So I could actually be aware of my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. I could witness my thoughts and my feelings. So I was not trapped in that identity of I'm my thoughts and I'm my feelings. I learned to witness them from a distance. So, and that was a great experience to know that that I can go back into childhood from where these thoughts, these beliefs, and these feelings were coming from that little girl who didn't have that person with her to sit and understand her anger, her fear, her sadness, her upsets, her disappointments. So everything was suppressed inside her.
Mm-hmm.
So I really got a chance to go back to those events and to sit down and really have a conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation with that little me. that why did mom do this? Why did dad do this? Why did the teacher do this? Why did my friends do this to me?
Yes, yes, amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing. So I got to have conversations with her because I was feeling her feelings. I was the beliefs that she got, she was not born with those beliefs that I'm worthless, I'm stupid, I'm lazy. No baby is born with those beliefs. All babies are born whole, integrated. But somewhere while growing up, she got the message that there's something wrong with her.
Yes.
Because I couldn't do what my mom wanted. I couldn't do what my dad wanted. I couldn't be that perfect student or the perfect daughter. So somewhere she got the belief that she's not perfect. And to be loved, to be worthy of love, to be worthy of acceptance, of approval, she had to be perfect.
Yes. This is, I guess, many listeners or like audience will definitely relate with that, because everyone actually has these beliefs got from like authorities, media or whatever in our childhood. But I want to like say, I want to share my experience when you put me in that state, and like you would even teach me some of affirmations where I would meditate at home and like just address this self-love. Like I would say how actually creator makes me lovable, and I would use this affirmation, and it was really helpful. And then in our sessions you would bring the little Matej in, where I would then put him next to my heart, where he feels safe and lovable. And it was really like amazing experience. And just one thing that I want to share is it's a never ending journey, I guess. I'm curious. Do you sometimes like slow down and stop doing that, and then you notice, oh, like it's again a bit messy, so you go back to these affirmations and just building this awareness? How is your journey these days when it comes to working on your whole self, I would say?
Okay, so this is an ongoing journey. So for me now, my thoughts are like little me's, the little children, the little me's. So every thought that comes up, I immediately acknowledge, and I take a paper and pen and I write down. And then I get to have a conversation with that thought. It's an amazing experience. Like just today, I was asking myself, what is your greatest fear? I asked that question to myself. So the answer came in that silence, that from within me, that my greatest fear is doing something wrong. And then I get blamed for not doing it right. I get blamed for not being perfect. And then I'm seen as worthless and useless. So that fear of doing something wrong stops me from doing anything. Because if I don't do anything, I get subconsciously to protect myself from anyone coming and telling me or screaming at me or yelling at me, you have done this wrong. Logically, I know I'm an adult. If I do something and if it's not the right way of doing it, I get to learn the right way of doing it. So I don't have to stop myself from doing anything. But then the fear of doing it wrong stops me from doing anything. So I needed to speak to that little one inside me. And then how did she get that fear? So many memories will come up. because from childhood, we have many people telling us, you have done this wrong, you have done this wrong. A school teacher yelling at me in kindergarten, you have done this wrong. So when I can go back and meet that little mini me, and explain to her that it's not about her. The teacher had a memory when the teacher was a little girl, someone had yelled at her or screamed at her or criticized her for doing something wrong. And now I have come representing the teacher when she was a little girl. But the teacher is not aware. She is just replaying her memory of, oh, when I did something wrong, people yelled at me. Now Shanti has done something wrong, I will yell at her. So she had a memory replaying that same thing that was done to her, she will do to me. And unconsciously, she would also be doing it to herself in her day-to-day life. If she is doing anything wrong, the inner voice will come in the teacher's head, you have done this wrong, you have done this wrong, you have done this wrong. And she will be filled with self-hate, self-punishment, self-guilt. So what was done to her, she continues unconsciously to do it to herself, and she will also do it to others. You know, I yell at you because you have done this wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
So once the little girl understands, it's not about her. It's about the teacher replaying a memory of having done something wrong, and that memory gets projected onto her. So now she understands it's not about me. It's about the teacher having her memories which she has not healed. So now that little girl can understand and have compassion and kindness for the teacher and for the little girl inside the teacher that was yelled at or screamed at for doing something wrong.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shanti.
Yeah.
One thing, I'm curious, like,
Yeah.
you see, for many years, you're already practicing on daily basis and
Yes.
writing down your thoughts and observing
Yeah.
and just learning. But what when somebody is not that experienced? What if somebody comes to you like with zero experience of this self-work, I would say?
Yeah.
What would you recommend to somebody out there that is like very fresh in that sense?
See, I started from zero experience because I did not want to suffer the emotional pain I was giving to myself. So I had to look for, and I did not want to be on medication to numb that emotional pain. So I had to look for something that would give me some clarity and some understanding where these thoughts are coming from. Because it's not me bringing up those thoughts. You're useless, you're stupid, you're what. It's not me. Why would I want to do it to me? So I was curious, where are those thoughts coming from? Who is writing this script to make me feel bad, to make me feel less than, to make me inferior? Who is the one that is writing the script inside me? So it was my curiosity to
Nice.
get to that inner script. Who is the writer of that script?
Yes. I'm also curious, like what other motivators would be there? Like one was curiosity, and then you said that you had these like health issues, and then you were like looking for better solutions.
Yeah.
Like I'm just curious, like you have clients that you work with. What are usually their challenges when they come to see you?
See, most of the challenges, like they will say that I can't do what I should be doing. I can't complete a task, or I can't achieve my goals. Or some will say I have a fear of giving this presentation. When I know I'm an adult, I know how to do the presentation, but there's a fear, that terrifying fear that holds me back. What if I make a mistake? What they'll be all looking at me. What if they judge me? So this and also weight issues. Clients who have lost weight and then they go on again to put on weight and they don't understand why they do this to themselves. They eat and then they go punish themselves by over-exercising, and then they feel those cravings, and then they eat again, and then they feel more guilt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess your work helps them to learn more about themselves on this deeper level, like more about the subconscious, like
Yes.
these triggers or beliefs from subconscious mind, right?
Yes, from the subconscious. Yeah.
Yes. And I believe you also are a teacher, a mentor. You were like running these courses where you would teach others how to be a therapist, how to be a hypnotherapist.
Yes, that is the National Guild of Hypnotists course, and I was a teacher, and then COVID came, and then we couldn't have those classes. So now I'm back to being to my teaching.
Yes.
And seeing clients on Zoom.
Yes. It's very interesting when you say, okay, COVID came, so nobody expected that. And why I'm addressing that is when we opened this discussion today, when we met, I said, Happy New Year. I wish all the dreams will come true. And then you said, actually, it's not about my dreams. It's more than that. Can you share more about what you mean?
Yes. So like when you started, you say Happy New Year and you say, I wish all your dreams come true. Then I told you, my dreams will be very limited to what I can possibly do. But I believe in a higher power, a greater power, who can give me so much more. So if I put my dreams aside and I'm open to what he has in store for me. So now I'm just going in with the flow. Let me see what's next, what the Creator wants me to do next. So I just go with the flow.
That's so cool. When we can like just trust the process and trust the Creator and just be open, right?
Right. Because if I have a dream and I'm not able to fulfill that dream, so again, I go back to feeling guilt, feeling like I'm not good enough, I didn't try enough, I'm useless, I'm worthless. So again, it goes back. So why not be open and let's see what comes next. It's a brand new chapter every day in my life.
That's awesome. Here, I want to share my understanding, because very often I would visualize like the ideal world and my best version, and that's totally fine. But at the same time, I really need to be aware of having expectations is actually not the smartest thing, because what we get from expectations is just two things. If we get what we expected, we won't feel much because we anyways expected it, right?
Right.
And if we don't get what we expected, we will feel disappointment, right? So actually what you get from expectations is nothing or disappointment.
Yes, right.
But at the same time, it's for me quite important to still like visualize my goals, but with awareness of like this trusting the process and understanding that looking back, like the best things happened when was not planned, you know?
Right.
Like sometimes I would plan, okay, it will be A, B, C, D, and then COVID came, poof, changed everything. I had to move the country. I have to put things on online. And now I have remote work. I can work from anywhere in the world. So actually, it was an amazing learning, right?
Yes, it was amazing learning experience.
So cool. So cool. And how your days look like these days? Like
my days are basically very simple. So I like to spend a lot of quiet time with myself and just taking note, witnessing my thoughts, my feelings, and trying to see where is it that parts of me that are still not healed yet. So it's doing my own self-healing. It's my own self-inquiry journey. And just simple food and simple living.
Tell me,
simple.
thank you, Shanti. Sorry if I just jump in like so sharp.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Because when I have some thought, I just want to like not forget about it, you know?
Yeah.
But you see, we live in this society where like life is so fast. It's very
Right.
fast, especially in Singapore. I believe whenever you step out,
Yeah.
it's like very fast,
Yes.
and there's many people. So I'm just curious, how helpful is this writing thoughts and practicing that, especially when you are like, it helps with distraction, I believe, right? When you go to Orchard Road and there is like so crowded and so
Yes.
busy, or where you have like communication with many people, like how do you use that in the real world outside when you are not at home in your nice peaceful environment? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I believe it's very easy to meditate in the temple or in the forest, but let's practice that when we are like in some hectic environment with a lot of distractions.
So because of my own inner work, so when I go out, I'm also that calm and that peace person. It doesn't matter if I'm stuck in a traffic jam or if I'm stuck in a long queue to pay, or if someone cuts the queue or someone cuts me in traffic. I still accept things, just lovingly accept it just the way they are. So I bring my learnings out to my daily life.
Nice. It's actually nice field to practice, right?
Right.
Sometimes when I work with athletes, I'm not saying that I wish them to lose, but I believe that very often they learn more from the loss. And I see it as a field for practice,
Yes.
right? Like, how do you feel this moment, this exact
Right.
moment, what
Right.
thoughts you have in your mind, this moment, right?
Right. Yeah. And if anytime if something triggers me, I'm glad because I get to feel some discomfort, some anger coming up. I'm glad because I get to heal those parts of me. So I don't blame the other person. I take responsibility for whatever emotions I'm creating within me, because I need to know what caused that anger.
That's amazing. So it sounds like you're welcoming the conflicts. You are actually welcoming these triggers and negative emotions or thoughts, because that's a space for you to learn and improve.
Right. Like if I'm out Orchard Road looking, and then I see a mom yelling at a small child because the child is too tired to walk, yelling, and the child saying, I'm tired. So that brings some discomfort because the mom is not listening to the child. So now I need to go back to my own memory. Where is it that I did that to my child also when they were young? Because I was also a mother once upon a time. And so I get to heal those parts of me, and I get to understand this mother. So the anger gets transformed into kindness and compassion for the mother and for the child.
Kindness and compassion.
Right. Because the mother is again replaying a memory of from her childhood where she was too tired to walk or too tired to do anything, and her mom or her dad was yelling at her. So she's replaying that same program, that same pattern onto that young, innocent child. So the mother is also innocent. She does not realize she's doing it to the child what was done to her. So until the mother has that awareness that I'm doing the same thing to the child, what was done to me. And at that time when it was done to the mother, I'm sure she felt hurt. She felt no one cares about me, no one listens to me, no one values me, and I'm not important to them. So she was replaying that memory and projecting that anger that was inside her memories onto that child.
Nice.
And now the child learns to do the same. So when the child grows up, and if the child has her own future children, automatically, unconsciously, the child is going to be the adult who will do that to herself and also to her children. So it's like a legacy of those patterns that
until they meet Shanti.
Until until they meet me or someone that can let them know that these are your memories which are not healed inside you. You need to look at them instead of yelling at the child.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the work. Definitely. Thanks for the work. And it's like very interesting, like from my side, since I do this like inner work, I would say I sometimes questioned, not anymore, but I remember I sometimes questioned, especially on the beginning, I was like, what when I will be totally okay with my negative thoughts or my negative emotions?
Yeah.
Or what when I will like just always explore these thoughts and emotions? Will I even feel excitement again? You know, sometimes I see people that are so dramatic. Wow, they're so over dramatic about something, and we are not, because we are just trying to be present with our emotions. I'm less dramatic now when I'm doing this inner work. So sometimes I was questioning, will I feel less love? Will I feel less excitement? You know, it's like a bit of kind of a silliness there, but just curious, did you ever feel more like bored or numb, or like maybe less excited because of being more objective, if I can use that word?
I would say what I felt was a deep inner peace. Inner peace. That is what I love, that deep inner peace, because in the world of duality, if there's excitement, there's going to be boredom. You go New Year's, you party, there's so much excitement, and then you're at home alone, you feel alone and bored. So there are two sides to it.
Yes.
But if there is just that center, that peace, so there is a little bit of this, there's a little bit of that, and I would say the main objective is to get to that peace, that I am that peace within me.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
And what is next for you? Like, I know that's a bit of a coaching question, but I'm just curious, like, obviously, like, keep being curious, but do you have any like projects that like you plan to do in like 2024?
So far, I have no projects, no plans. I see clients on Zoom, and then if there is classes coming up, then I teach the hypnotherapy classes, and I just go along with the flow.
Nice.
As and when whatever comes up, or if I'm inspired to do something, then I do it.
Yes, I mean, I'm asking because I want to know, for the people that will listen to that, where they can find you, right? Like, just curious.
I have a website, www.shantichainani.com,
Okay,
So they
I will
can
share that
they can
also.
yeah, you can look at that website, and then if they can email me,
Yes,
and yeah, if they
nice.
have
Then
any
you set up a
questions,
call or whatever.
yes, yeah,
Nice. Yes,
yeah,
yes. Great stuff, Shanti. Like, thank you so much for these snippets. It's like, I think, very essential in this, I said, fast world.
yes, yeah,
Yes,
because we have been conditioned to live that way,
yes.
and yeah, so I had to find a way out from that conditioning because it wasn't giving me the happiness that I wanted.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had to look inwards. There was no other place to look.
Mhm. Great stuff. For me, the learnings from this conversation are around like inner
Yeah,
peace, like constant work
yeah,
on your, like I would say, bigger picture.
yeah,
Nice.
right.
Thank you, Shanti. Until next time, please take care
Yes.
and
Peace.
have a good
Shanti means peace in Sanskrit. So peace.
peace to you.
Peace to you.